You're seeing 25 years worth of adventures.
What's your favourite?
It's pretty obvious that Chris Sharp loves his shooting. He describes it as his lifelong passion. The annual pilgrimage to the Highlands, a couple of trips to the Eastern Cape, local deer management, clays, pheasants, you name it, he does it. 15 months ago, everything changed. Everything stopped. He lost his guns after he was assaulted. Yes, you heard that right. He was assaulted.
I had some trees on my property. It needed to come down. We thought we did everything we could to make sure that everyone was aware of what was going on, but it wasn't quite as clear-cut as that, and people got upset. And as a result, I was attacked. I was pushed against the back of my pickup truck, cracked my head open quite badly. A lot of blood, more blood than the cut demanded, but it was still enough for me to feel like I needed to call the police, which was the ultimate decision I made. I didn't engage. There was a point where I felt like, should I? And genuinely, I felt, no, don't engage, you'll lose your guns. And that thought went through my head. It was quite ironic, really. So yeah, I backed away, tried to get back to my house, and the attack took place on the end of my drive. So, and then I called the police to hopefully defuse the situation, but certainly because I felt that I'd been quite badly assaulted, and certainly an unprovoked attack as well, unprovoked.
Okay. Attitude of the police?
They were, I had the two guys that turned up, traffic cops. They were really nice, if I'm brutally honest. They checked and said, look, do you need to go to the hospital? I said, look, I don't. I took them through what had happened. They were aware of guns, and I think pretty much if you've got guns, you hit the radar straight away. And straight away they let me know that they were going to remove the guns that night. And I kind of understood that. At the time, I was in shock, a bit unbalanced, but I thought, fine. The guy that attacked me had guns also, and I've later found out that when they went round to interview him, that he had said that I'd threatened to shoot him.
Chris doesn't blame the police. He's complimentary about how the officers treated him. What he didn't expect was to end up being told he'd lose his guns.
You get 21 days to appeal, and they said your guns are going to be destroyed, everything's going to be destroyed. So it was a mad panic, and I'd also, because the letter landed when I was on holiday, I kind of used a few of those days up. So I have a really good friend of mine who's been by my side all the way through, this guy called Rob Pitcher from Yorkshire, and he said, I know some people. And it turned out he did.
First time he's ever told the truth.
He's first time. He's been useless up until that point. And get out of jail card. And he put me onto a great guy called Tim Ryan, who's a solicitor, very connected to BASC already, and a barrister called Peter Glenser.
Chris appealed against the decision by Kent Police, which meant preparing for a court hearing and preparing his family for an expensive ordeal.
Yeah, eye-watering amount of money. So I sat down with my wife and my family, actually, and said, look, this is going to cost money. Might have to sell my motorbike, which my wife was very happy about. She saw a lot of benefits in me not getting my guns back.
Okay.
There was,
okay.
But no, and they stuck by me, and I genuinely, it was, I felt quite proud. They said, no, you love this, Dad. So yeah, it was good.
He didn't have legal expenses insurance, and the expectation at the time was that it would cost around £15,000 to instruct a solicitor.
And at the beginning, my solicitor definitely said, you could be in it for this. And then we still went for it. We felt that I hadn't done anything wrong. It was wrong, probably a wrong approach, but I felt like I needed to clear my name as well as much about getting my guns back.
Chris's solicitor felt they had a strong case and spoke to BASC to see if they'd be interested in helping. Seeing the strength of Chris's case, BASC's Fighting Fund paid for barrister Peter Glenser to present the case.
It was like a rabbit in the headlights. Police were wearing their uniform. I got barristers, 3 judges, and yeah, man, it was terrifying. I definitely was, what have I done?
It's serious, isn't it?
Yeah, it's serious stuff.
Suddenly
You're a barrister, 3 judges, and you have to stand up, and come on, put your hand on the book, and swear. But all the way through it, I just told what happened. And my story, firearms, police, court, I never needed notes, just told exactly what happened, and it was consistent because that's what happened. Chief Constable Kent was questioned, given his due, came up afterwards and shook my hand, and I said to him, neither of us should take any pleasure from today. I didn't gloat that I'd won, I just felt we shouldn't have been here. The process had let me down, and ultimately let him down, you know, because he's there, he's trying to do a good job, but the process that had gone through, it failed him as much as it failed me.
Not only did Chris win the case, he was awarded costs, which is almost unheard of.
I've got all the reasons why I won the appeal, but why he gave costs, I can only assume that he just felt that they'd failed me. Yeah, and I've got some costs back. Not all of it, but most of it. And BASC will get their fighting fund back as well. So the bit that they lent me, they get that back as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So we'll work it out. I won't get all my costs back, but the majority. And we weren't expecting to get any costs back. So this is an amazing, amazing day, really, because it's going to stop them just pushing the problem down to the courts. There now could be a cost back to them now.
So what advice does he have for others?
If you genuinely are innocent, or you feel that you're innocent, then appeal. Try and get some insurance, because it is expensive, and certainly I've been lucky that I've got mine back, but that's not guaranteed. The second thing is, if you've done something wrong, then don't appeal, because it just waters down every attempt that we make, and you know, and if you feel, just go back and say, well, when can I reapply again? Yeah, don't appeal, because that really waters down the effect of an appeal. To the police, they didn't handle it well. I don't hold any grudge towards them. I hope they learn from it, but let's not use this as a police battering tool, because I feel that they could, if they use it to learn and see how we've gone wrong, what we went wrong on the night, and we can improve it for other people, brilliant, spot on. If they just ignore it and move on, then that's a mistake on their part, and there'll just be another me further down the road.
Chris has his guns back, the next trip to the Highlands books, and an opportunity to put the last 15 months behind him. To find out about our Fieldsports membership with free helpline, liability insurance and the all-important legal expenses insurance, go to fieldsportschannel.tv/membership. Or watch the film following on from this one.